Hello friends and welcome to Star Tears. Today we honor the lives of 6 extraordinary individuals who passed away on November 14, 2025. Every life has a story. Every story carries influence. In this episode, we will delve into the journeys, challenges, and accomplishments of 6 extraordinary individuals, lives that inspired generations and left enduring legacies. Let's start with the first of these unforgettable stories. Michèle Audin was a French mathematician, writer, historian of mathematics, and member of Oulipo, a rare intellectual whose life merged scientific rigor with literary imagination. Her story begins in Algiers, in a world marked by both brilliance and turmoil. Born on January 3, 1954, Michèle was the daughter of Maurice Audin, a young mathematician and anti-colonial activist, and Josette Audin, a woman of quiet strength whose resilience shaped the family. But tragedy struck early. When Michèle was only a baby, her father was arrested during the Algerian War. He never returned. The truth of his death, torture by the French army, would remain officially unacknowledged for over 6 decades. Growing up with this absence, Michèle learned early about injustice, silence, and the burden of memory. Yet she also inherited her father's love of mathematics. Numbers, geometric forms, and abstract patterns became her refuge and her language. There was clarity in mathematics, a fairness that reality had denied her father. Perhaps that is why she followed the same path he once walked. She studied with discipline and quiet determination, eventually becoming a professor of mathematics at the University of Strasbourg. Her field, differential geometry and symplectic. Geometry demanded precision and imagination, and Michèle possessed both in equal measure. She authored major works in her discipline, taught generations of students, and became a respected voice within the international mathematical community. But Michèle Audin was never just a mathematician. There was a second world living inside her, the world of stories, reclaimed memories, and forgotten lives. Slowly, this world began to take shape in her writing. She published books on the history of mathematics, uncovering overlooked figures, correcting narratives, and giving voice to those erased by time or politics. Her historical research was not simply academic, it was personal. For her, history was an act of justice. Her literary journey deepened when she joined Oulipo, the legendary French group of writers and mathematicians who experimented with constraints, structure, and the infinite possibilities of language. Some would say Michèle was born for Oulipo. She united the logic of mathematics with the creative rebellion of literature. Her novels, essays, and hybrid works played with form while carrying emotional depth rooted in real human experience. In her writing, she did something rare. She carried 2 traditions, scientific and literary, not in parallel but intertwined. Her books breathed life into mathematicians of the past, revealing them as people with loves, fears, and struggles. She wrote about forgotten women in science, marginalized voices, and the quiet heroism of intellectual pursuit. Her death on November 14, 2025, marked the passing of a figure who embodied intellectual courage and emotional depth. Hark Bohm was a German actor, film director, screenwriter, and one of the most distinctive voices in post-war German cinema. His life story is a journey through art, rebellion, curiosity, and a deep fascination with the emotional truths hidden inside everyday people. He was born on May 18, 1939, in Hamburg, a city still marked by the aftermath of war. Growing up in a generation that witnessed both loss and reinvention, Bohm learned early that stories had power, the power to confront reality or to escape from it. That sense of duality would later shape the films he made and the characters he portrayed. Hark Bohm did not begin his career as an actor. In his youth, he studied law and even worked in legal practice for a short time. But cinema was already pulling at him. The rhythms, the imagery, the possibility of telling stories that could move people, provoke thought, or hold up a mirror to society. Eventually, he gave in to that pull. The courtroom could not contain him. The film set could. His life changed dramatically after he met Rainer Werner Fassbinder, one of the most influential directors of German New Wave cinema. Bohm became one of Fassbinder's closest collaborators, not only as an actor but also as a creative partner. He appeared in several of Fassbinder's most memorable films, including Angst essen Seele auf und Berlin Alexanderplatz, bringing to each role a subtle intensity, an inner quietness that made his characters unforgettable. While he acted with ease, it was behind the camera that Bohm discovered his real voice. As a director and screenwriter, he developed a style that combined sharp social observation with emotional vulnerability. He was drawn to themes of youth, outsiders, belonging, and the way society shapes the fate of individuals. His films were never loud, but they resonated deeply. One of his most acclaimed works, Nordsee ist Mordsee, tells the story of young boys searching for identity and escape. The film is raw, tender, and brutally honest, a perfectly distilled example of Bohm's belief that adolescence defines everything that comes after. His later film, Yasemin, explored cultural hybridity and personal freedom in modern Germany and earned nominations for several major awards. Throughout his career, he created work that blended realism with warmth, discipline with empathy. But Hark Bohm was more than a filmmaker. He was a teacher, mentor, and cultural advocate. For many years, he served as a professor at the University of Hamburg, guiding young filmmakers not only in craft, but in purpose. He taught that cinema is not just entertainment, it is a responsibility. Films can reveal truths people are unwilling to speak aloud. They can give a voice to those who have none. They can build bridges between generations, cultures, and experiences. Hark Bohm passed away on November 14, 2025, leaving behind a body of work that spans decades and a legacy that stretches far beyond the screen. Darrell Burkhart was an American politician and dedicated public servant, known for his decades of work in Tennessee politics and his unwavering commitment to his community. Born in the mid-20th century in the United States, Burkhart grew up during a time of rapid social and political change. From an early age, he showed a keen interest in civic life, inspired by local leaders and the transformative power of politics. He pursued education in political science and public administration, determined to use knowledge as a tool to serve his fellow citizens. Burkhart's career began in local governance, where he quickly earned a reputation for diligence, fairness, and pragmatism. He served on various municipal committees before winning election to the Tennessee House of Representatives. As a state legislator, he focused on education, infrastructure, and community development, striving to improve the quality of life for all Tennesseans. Colleagues remembered him for his ability to listen, to negotiate across party lines, and to find solutions in challenging situations. Throughout his political career, Burkhart remained closely connected to his constituents. He attended countless community meetings, visited schools and local organizations, and consistently emphasized transparency and accountability in government. His speeches reflected both intellect and empathy, often weaving policy proposals with personal anecdotes that demonstrated his understanding of everyday challenges. In addition to his legislative work, Burkhart contributed to civic initiatives outside the State House. He supported nonprofit programs, mentored young political aspirants, and engaged in volunteer activities aimed at improving local infrastructure and community welfare. His leadership extended beyond politics into tangible actions that left lasting impacts on neighborhoods and institutions. Despite the pressures of public life, Burkhart maintained a grounded personal life. Friends and family described him as approachable, generous with his time, and deeply loyal. He often attributed his success and resilience to the support of his loved ones and the values instilled in him from an early age. Darrell Burkhart passed away on November 14, 2025, leaving behind a legacy of service, dedication, and integrity. His work in Tennessee politics and his commitment to community improvement had long-lasting effects, influencing policies and programs that continue to benefit residents today. Beyond legislation, he is remembered as a man who cared deeply about people, who believed in the power of public service, and who exemplified the principle that leadership is as much about listening and serving as it is about governing. Burkhart's life serves as a reminder that meaningful impact often comes from consistent effort, moral conviction, and a willingness to put the community above self-interest. Todd Daniel Snider was an American singer-songwriter, guitarist, and storyteller, widely admired for his wit, honesty, and the emotional depth of his songs. Born on October 11, 1966, in Portland, Oregon, Snider grew up in a household that nurtured both creativity and resilience. His early life exposed him to the power of music not just as entertainment, but as a tool for storytelling, social commentary, and personal expression. He began playing guitar in his teenage years and quickly discovered an ability to turn ordinary experiences into compelling lyrics. Snider's career began modestly, performing at local venues and building a reputation for live shows that combined humor, insight, and musical skill. His early albums caught the attention of Americana and folk music enthusiasts, and he became known for a style that blended folk, rock, country, and blues. Each song was a careful observation of life, humorous, biting, tender, and often autobiographical. One of Snider's hallmarks was his ability to weave narratives that resonated deeply with listeners. Songs like Talking Seattle, Grunge Rock Blues, and Beer Run captured not only personal experiences but also broader cultural moments, speaking to both joy and struggle in everyday life. Fans appreciated that his music was never superficial. It reflected the complexities of life, the humor in adversity, and the hope that persists in difficult times. Beyond songwriting, Snider was celebrated as a live performer. Audiences were drawn not only to his voice and guitar skills, but also to his storytelling between songs, reflections on politics, personal anecdotes, and reflections on the human condition. He created an intimate connection with listeners, making every concert feel personal, almost like a conversation with an old friend. Throughout his life, Todd Daniel Snider also collaborated with other artists, contributing to projects across the folk and Americana scenes. His influence reached younger musicians, many of whom cite his candid songwriting and narrative style as an inspiration. He was a mentor as well as a performer, generous with advice, encouragement, and collaboration. While his career brought him recognition, Snider remained grounded, often speaking openly about struggles with health, relationships, and the challenges of sustaining a creative life. His honesty became a defining feature of his public persona, making his successes and setbacks equally relatable to fans. Todd Daniel Snider passed away on November 14, 2025, leaving behind a legacy of music that continues to inspire, entertain, and console. His recordings, performances, and stories remind us of the power of art to reflect life's complexity, to create community, and to provide comfort in moments of joy and sorrow alike. His influence endures not only in the songs he wrote, but in the countless musicians and fans who carry forward his spirit of honesty, humor, and humanity. Rachel Cooke was a British journalist, author, and cultural critic whose career spanned decades and whose voice resonated across literature, film, and cultural commentary. Born in London, Cooke grew up surrounded by books, music, and a deep curiosity about the world. Her childhood fostered both intellectual curiosity and a sensitivity to the human condition, traits that would later define her writing. From an early age, she was drawn to literature and storytelling, fascinated by how words could illuminate, challenge, and connect human experiences across time and place. Cooke pursued higher education in English literature and journalism, combining a love for classic texts with a commitment to contemporary storytelling. She developed a style that balanced analytical rigor with a distinctly engaging voice, allowing her work to reach both specialized audiences and general readers. Her education provided not just skills but a framework for understanding culture as a living, evolving entity, and for exploring the intersections between art, society, and politics. Her professional career began in the realm of print journalism, where she quickly earned recognition for her ability to blend critical insight with readability, writing for respected publications such as The Guardian, The Observer and New Statesman, she became known for profiles, essays, and reviews that offered deep insight into the personalities, works, and ideas shaping contemporary culture. Her writing was never superficial. She sought to reveal the deeper stories behind the surface, whether analyzing a novel, interviewing a filmmaker, or exploring societal trends. One hallmark of Cooke's work was her commitment to understanding the human dimension behind every story. She approached her subjects with curiosity and empathy, seeking to uncover not only their accomplishments but the motivations, struggles, and convictions that shaped them. Her profiles of authors, actors, musicians, and public figures went beyond mere reportage, capturing the complexity of their lives, their creative processes, and their cultural impact. Beyond journalism, Cooke made significant contributions as an author. Her books reflected the same clarity, depth, and moral sensibility found in her articles. They explored themes of memory, history, creativity, and social responsibility. She often focused on marginalized voices, untold stories, and overlooked historical moments, amplifying experiences that might otherwise have been forgotten. In this sense, her literary work was not just storytelling, but an act of cultural preservation and justice. Throughout her career, Rachel Cooke maintained a reputation for integrity and intellectual courage. On November 14, 2025, Rachel Cooke passed away, leaving behind a remarkable legacy of writing, mentorship, and cultural engagement. Kamini Kaushal was an Indian actress whose career spanned decades, making her one of the most respected and versatile figures in Indian cinema. Born on January 24, 1927, in Lahore, British India, Kaushal grew up in a culturally rich environment that nurtured her artistic inclinations. From a young age, she was drawn to performance, music, and storytelling, finding early inspiration in theater and the burgeoning film industry of India. Her passion for the arts would guide her path, leading her to become one of the most influential actresses of her time. Kaushal began her career in the late 1940s, a period often considered the golden era of Indian cinema. She quickly distinguished herself with her naturalistic acting style, elegance, and the emotional depth she brought to every role. Her debut film, Nicha Nagar, 1946, won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, a testament not only to the film's impact but also to Kaushal's early recognition on the international stage. Over the following decades, Kaushal became known for her versatility. She seamlessly transitioned between roles in social dramas, romantic films, and family sagas, bringing authenticity and sensitivity to each character. Her performances in films such as Barrage, Bahu, 1954, and Sharada, 1957, showcased her ability to embody complex emotions, earning critical acclaim and the admiration of audiences across India. She was often praised for portraying strong, independent women while also conveying vulnerability and humanity, making her characters relatable and memorable. In addition to her acting, Kaushal was known for her professionalism and commitment to the craft. She mentored younger actors and actresses, sharing her experiences and insights, and was respected within the industry for her integrity and dedication. Her influence extended beyond the screen. She contributed to the shaping of Indian cinema's narrative style, especially in depicting women's perspectives with depth and nuance. Kaushal's career endured over decades, and she adapted gracefully to changes in the film industry. She embraced television roles in later years, demonstrating her versatility and her willingness to connect with newer audiences while maintaining the dignity and strength that defined her performances. Her longevity in the industry is a testament to both her talent and her dedication. Beyond her professional accomplishments, Kaushal led a life deeply connected to culture and family. She valued tradition, education, and the importance of storytelling in shaping society. Her personal experiences often informed her portrayals on screen, adding layers of authenticity that resonated with audiences. Kamini Kaushal passed away on November 14, 2025, leaving behind a legacy that continues to influence Indian cinema. Her contributions helped define an era and inspired generations of actors, filmmakers, and audiences alike. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Many more stories await.